Good morning. This video is for Tuesday, April 21st, and we will be covering verbs, all about verbs, and we will be diagramming a sentence and editing a sentence. All right, let's begin with prayer. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctis. Amen. Blessed Lord, merciful Lord, we ask that we may do all things for your greater glory. In Jesus' precious name. Amen. Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctis. Amen. All right, let's start with, what are verbs? Do you guys remember all the things that we learned this year about verbs? What are verbs? What kind of words are they? What do they express? Or what do they show? If you said action or being, you are right. These words are used to express action or being. And guess what? Of all 8 parts of speech, they are definitely the most important word in a sentence. Do you know why? Because if you don't have a verb in a sentence, you don't have a sentence. You can even have a one-word sentence. And if you have a one-word sentence, the word that you have must be if you said verb, you are correct. If I say, when you're training your dog and you're training it to sit and to come, if you say sit, that's a sentence. If you say come, that's a sentence. Both of those are verbs, aren't they? They're action words. And can you do an action? Yep, see, I'm doing an action right now. I'm nodding. I'm waving. Whatever. If you're doing an action, you are showing an action word, a verb. And being is like, you can say something like, I am a child of God. Am is the word that shows being. So we said that of the 8 parts of speech, the verb is the most important. You have to have a verb for it to be a sentence, right? What have we learned during the year? We've learned that you can have one word that shows the verb or a verb phrase. This is will jump. Will and jump work together to show the action of a single verb. So these two will be called a verb phrase. Do you remember what this word is right here? Not our principal verb. This is our principal verb or main verb. What is this one? Did I hear somebody say helping verb? Well, you're right. And there's another word, fancier word, that means the exact same thing. It's auxiliary. Auxiliary means helping, and that's the official name of these parts of the verb right here that help the principal or main verb. We also learned the quality of verbs that show time. They show tense, right? Today, I jump. Yesterday, I jumped. Tomorrow, I will jump. And you can say I jump, or you can say she jumps, or he jumps. If you're talking about a bug or a toy, you can say it jumps, right? It jumps. We also learned that it must agree. Subject and verb must agree, right? We can say one picture hangs on the wall. We can't say one picture hang on the wall. We have to say one picture hangs on the wall. We have to have subject-verb agreement, right? One picture hangs, 2 or more pictures hang on the wall. We learned a lot of things. We actually added, you guys notice this suffix right here? You remember suffix ed? the one, it can say ed, d, or t, and we add it to verbs to show that it already happened, right? To show the past tense. All right, so we learned a lot of things about verbs, and there's still so much more to learn. That's why you're going to learn some more in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. Even beyond, I'm hoping that you'll continue to learn about our language, our beautiful language. All right, let's take a look at our sentence that we need to, there we go, let's try that. We need to edit it. All right, it should be in this piece of paper right here. And it says Tuesday, the 21st. And here's your sentence right here. And here is, right here, how many mistakes and the type of mistakes. It says there is 1 capitalization error, 2 punctuation errors, and 1 subject-verb agreement. We were just talking about that. So I want you to switch your pencil to a coloring pencil or a crayon, and take on your paper, let's use our editing marks to change anything or add anything that we need to add or change. So let's remember what they are. We can go ahead and have 3 underlines mean, yep, capitalize, put a capital letter, change that letter to a capital letter. That means insert, right? That means put something in that's missing. It could be a punctuation mark. It could be a letter or a word. This means edit. Omit. That means take out. Okay? Omit. And this means insert a period, right? It's not there and it needs to be. All right, push pause. Go ahead and edit your sentence right here. And then we will go ahead and come back, and I will show you how I edit it. All right? All right, well, welcome back. Here's what I will do. We need something right here. What is it? Yes, we need to capitalize that first word, because we always capitalize the first word of a sentence, don't we? And the word is don't. Oh, what kind of word is that? Did anybody say contraction? Yes, what's a contraction? A contraction is when we replace a letter or letters with an apostrophe to contract or shorten a phrase. Very good. So here's don't. And so what happens when we contract or shorten a phrase? We have to insert an apostrophe. Where does it go? We're missing the O in don't. Do not, right? So that's where it's going to go. Don't the boys, everything okay there? Likes, wait, what? Boys likes? That doesn't sound right. We were just saying in our other place that we have to have subject-verb agreement. The boys is more than one boy. So the boys like. What's wrong with this word? You have to get rid of that S, right? There it is. The boys like the snowman. But now we have to ask ourselves, what kind of a sentence is this? Don't the boys like the snowman? Did I hear interrogative? You are correct. Let's say it together. Ready? And say it with me. An interrogative sentence asks. It's called a question, and it ends with the question mark. Oh, what does it end with? Question mark. Very good. That's what it should look like. Now, on your lines underneath, go ahead and pause the video and write it correctly. And then come back and I will show you how I've done that. All right, I'm going to assume that you did that. And here it is. this is our draft with our editing marks on it. And here's our final draft where we have it all corrected. Our edited sentence. We have a capital letter because it's at the beginning of a word, a sentence. The word is at the beginning of a sentence and it must be capitalized. We inserted the apostrophe because it's a contraction. And we took off the S to show the subject-verb agreement. And we ended with a question mark. Make sure you have a beautiful penmanship there. Now let's take a look at our diagramming. Here's our main line. And what kind of separations do we have in our main line? We have the separation that goes right through our main line to show subject. I better scoot it over, right? Okay, subject. And this is the predicate or the verb. And there's one more separation here, but it's a shorter one. It only reaches the line but doesn't cross it. And that's to show our direct object. Because this, like, is what we call a transitive verb. That means something. We can say, who or what do the boys like or not like? And that's why we have a direct object, right? So now let's find out. What else do we have? Yep, we have lines down here. And those are modifiers. They tell us something about our noun or verbs, right? All right. Let's see. Where should we get started? First, we have to take care of this. That's actually two words, aren't they? What are the two words that it represents? Don't represents. It's do not. We have to separate it when we diagram, or we won't be able to put it on here, right? All right, so that's the easiest way to do it. So what goes right here? If you said who or what the sentence is about, you are correct. The subject. Who or what is the sentence about? Did you say this? No. Try again. Yes, boys. Now, is the boys in my sentence capitalized? No, so we're going to write the word boys without capitalizing it. Boys. Well, where's our verb? Remember our verb? It can be a verb or a verb phrase. So what do we know the boys are doing? What are they doing? Yes, like. I'm going to put it over here. You know why? Boys like what? And I have this, and I have this. And what do the boys like or not like? Yes! Our direct object is snowman. Snowman. Yep, there you go. Boys like snowman. But we're missing words, right? Yep, let's check that off. What's missing? Let's go down here to make sure we have this, okay? Where does this one go? Do. Did you say it's a verb? Yes, what kind of a verb? Remember how we were talking about verb phrases? It's the helping verb. Do, does, did. Those are helping verbs. Do. Oops. Oh, Mrs. Mayer, you're right. Did you guys just remind me? You're right. I have to capitalize it because it's capitalized in the sentence. Good. Now I'm going to take that one. But what about not? Is not a verb? No. But it is an adverb that modifies my verb. Do not like. Boys do not like snowman. I have do not. Boys like and snowman. What are the words that we're missing? Oh, here's a the. Where do we put that one? The what? The boys. The modifies boy, so we're going to put it right here. The. Okay, so I have this, the. What about the next one? So we have this, 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 this. Oh, we're missing that one. What do we do with this one? Where should we put it? Oh, it modifies snowman. It's the snowman, isn't it? We're talking about that one. That particular one. The boys do not like the snowman. Good. But that's not how we read it, right? Because we look at our capital letter and that tells us where to start. Do the boys not like the snowman? Is that how you had it? That's a tough one. If you didn't get it right, that's okay. Just go ahead and change it. Make sure you change it with a different color. All right? Make sure that your work looks like mine. And then you can go ahead and take a picture and send it to me. All right. That's the end of our lesson for today. Don't forget that I would like you to do a couple more things. I'd like you to write your first draft of your personal narrative. Don't forget that we're reading Hungry, Hungry Sharks. If you haven't finished reading it, go ahead and finish reading it today. And then make sure you discuss it with your parent or sibling. It's a neat book. I like it. All right. Have a very blessed day. And God bless you. Bye-bye. You too. Thanks.